Love it. Love it. If they're looking for an extra backup dancer, sign me up. I'll give it a go. Welcome back, and thank you for joining me for another reaction video. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications. Now, two things. First thing, I'm rocking my brand new Sleep Token t-shirt that my brother got me for Christmas. Jared, thank you very much. I love you lots, dude. Sleep Token are an amazing band. If you haven't heard them, I very much encourage you to go and give them a listen. If you're looking for a song to start out with, I'd probably recommend Jaws. They are one of the best discoveries on my channel. And speaking of awesome discoveries, we are back with more Dreamcatcher. Why wouldn't we be? I'm kind of obsessed at this point, even though I'm 2 songs in. Now, if I remember correctly, the last song that I reacted to is called Odd Eye. It's quite a new song. And a lot of you guys said to me that it is the last song in the Dystopian trilogy. And I think the other 2 songs are Scream and Boca. Now, funny enough, Boca's a song that I have heard. Someone played it very recently on our Discord server. Loved it. I keep it really authentic. These are honest first-time listens. I think part of the beauty of reaction videos is watching someone else experience a moment that you once had, and you can kind of relive it through them. But if you are interested in me doing a reaction/review to Boca, knowing that I've heard it before, I'm more than happy to do that. Please just comment below and let me know. But I haven't heard Scream, and I'm super excited to get stuck into this one. Without further ado, Dreamcatcher Scream. Let's see what you got.
가려진 눈앞이 피로 물들여지네. Tell me why I don't lie.
Oh, Dreamcatcher. The minute I hear them, it's very, very much an ownable sound. Now, I'm not overly familiar with the K-pop genre, but it's hard to imagine other groups sounding like them. That rock influence blends so perfectly with what they're doing. And I just love it, to be honest. I love how that started. You can hear those really nice, quick palm muted pieces with a distortion. Palm muting, if you don't know, is when you take your palm to kind of muffle some of the full ring out of a guitar piece. You can do it with a clean piece, but normally with a distortion. And you get the full tonal value, but you don't get the ring out of that. So it kind of controls it and holds it back. And you can actually control the start and stop, the attack and decay of it really nicely. I like that progression. It climbs and then it dips down. So you normally get a top and a tail to rips, and the top there is quite extended, there's nice gaps, and then the tail is more frequent in its playing. But I really like that. And just as I stopped, I heard that nice little lead piece rundown. It just blends so perfectly, and their voices are gorgeous on top of it. I love everything about this.
가려진 눈앞이 피로 물들여지네. Tell me why I don't lie. 차가운 바람은 불고 시선이 느껴져 와. 혈관을 타고 흐르는 Oh pain. 묶여진 두 손 저려 오는 이 느낌 모두 내게 돌에 던져도 벗어나지 못해.
I'm going to stop there and go back so you can hear it lead in. I want to get the full effects of the build up in the song. What I really like that they're doing here, and I'm going to try not to get too technical with it, but when you're counting music, you get different notes. You get whole notes, you get quarter notes, 16th notes, 32nd notes. And the way you count them is different. So if it was a whole note, you'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you get the breakup. So 1 and 2, and then you get 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. You introduce a new syllable, the more action-packed that is. And you can hear a lot of the nice emphasis on some of the upstrumming on the guitar. You can hear him kind of start that rhythm pattern down, but the main accent is on the up, and it feels like bits are sitting in between the counts, and that's because there's more frequent playing. It's just really smart, it's really cool, and it's very catchy.
없어 누구를 위해서인지 누가 좀 말해줘 tell me 타오르는 불길 위에 now Please I don't want to scream Double eyes come near center
second, man. Listen. You know it's the chorus, one, because of how melodic the shift was, how catchy it is, and also they're saying the title of the song in there, so that's a good giveaway. But how awesome was that? You expected it to kind of break and become something really over the top, and it didn't. It increased in the intensity and increased in some of the full bandwidth of that EQ. There was a lot more layering to it, but it was still quite reserved, restrained. Really smart, honestly, really smart. The people behind the production, the engineering, mixing, the mastering, absolute geniuses on this, because it's got that traditional fullness and compression that you expect from mainstream pop music, but it's also got a lot of detail and intricacy that you expect from the rock scene. And it's not just that they found the balance in songwriting, they found the balance in how they piece it together. It's impressive.
가면주의 트릭 가소로운 freak 거진 증오가 나 무작위 속의 target 타오른 갈증 삼켜도 위선은 다 내 탓이라 해내 멀리 갇힌 절벽 위에 후회만 남을 선택이 돼 날카로운 칼날처럼 날이 섬
I love that. I have to go back for that. You're going from when I talked about it being action packed and beats sitting in kind of just off the count or just on a separate syllable of that count, and then it goes into this next piece here that I just stopped during, where it is directly 4/4. It's on the beat and it's very staccato and it's very placed and very predictable. And the contrast between those two are really, really good. You hear it in the build up to the chorus and then you hear it in the chorus. And it seems that they purposefully placed these right next to each other to create that jarring effect. I like.
타오른 갈증 삼켜도 위선은 다 내 탓이라 해내 멀리 갇힌 절벽 위에 후회만 남을 선택이 돼 날카로운 칼날처럼 날이 선 말이 상처되어 파고들어도 끊지 못하는 숨 하나도 난 알 수 없어 누구를 위해서인지 누가 좀 말해줘 tell me
Okay, one more thing to listen to. Pre-choruses are important parts of songs. They're often neglected, as in people don't do them, or they are underutilized when they are. This is a good example of when it's placed perfectly, because you've got a very high energy verse, and then you want to go into a chorus which is of a similar energy but an increased intensity. And if you drifted from one straight into the other, the impact of that isn't as impressive. So you need to create a gap, and that's what they've done here. But they didn't just create one gap, they created two. They stop and you get that real withdrawal of all the music. It's not quite empty. There's a lot of environmental stuff and background synth and drones happening, but then you've got a beautiful voice on top, and then you've got a build up of that into the chorus. So you've gone from something to almost nothing, and then you build and ramp it back up into the chorus again, so it's not too jarring as a hit, but then you also get that impact. I'm geeking out because I love it.
알 수 없어 누구를 위해서인지 누가 좀 말해줘 tell me 피어오른 연기 속에 나 Please I don't want to scream Seven eyes come 눈을 뜬다 눈을 뜬다 모두 떠난 후 다시 눈을 사라져버린 흔적 Can't believe me
Now, one other thing I want to mention is they upset environmental sounds, I think, twice already in this track alone. And I mentioned in the previous tracks, they're very good at this. Whoever's producing this, very, very, very good, because you hear it in the beginning. Each one of the songs I've heard so far has got an environmental start to it, whether it be nature sound, an animal sound, whatever it is. And right here, you can hear some of those kind of like water droplet sounds hitting a bigger piece of water, a bigger body of water. And it's been captured on an ultra sensitive mic, whether it be a sample that was originally recorded in like a Foley setting or anything else. But it's been used really well because it has a percussive element to it. There is a tonal value in the essence of some of those pieces, but they aren't meant to be value adds to the actual melody. They're meant to be like percussive pieces that draw your ear away from the music and then allow you to float back in. It's very cool.
떠 사라져버린 흔적 Can't believe me 슬퍼하지 마라 no more no more no more 날 위해 no more no more no more 네가 본 모든 걸 잊어 아무 일 없었던 믿어 그렇게 하나둘 모두가 미쳐가 I just wanna make you scream 모두 나를 보고 scream I just wanna make you scream
Love it. Love it. If they're looking for an extra backup dancer, sign me up. I'll give it a go. They're fantastic. That was, in a lot of ways, very much what I expect from them, and in a lot of ways, very unexpected. They have an ownable sound that is translated really beautifully through all the songs I've heard. I know I've heard them in a almost a bit of a backwards order in some instances, but I still get that effect. I still get the value from it. And the chorus, it's actually, the more I hear it, the more and more it impresses me, because what's happening is you've got that synth piece, that sample that's playing that sounds like it's sitting off the beat, but you've got the percussive fullness in the background that's filling up the gaps in between. There's a lot to this that you could easily gloss over because of just how catchy and fun it is to listen to. And to be honest, that's how music should be. Music shouldn't be stopped all the time, explained all the time. But the purpose of this channel for me is to help educate, to help explain maybe how certain pieces could be put together, to give you more reasons to love a song that you probably already love. And then lastly, and probably more importantly, for me to explore new music, open my mind and discover things that I've been closed off to before. And this is a perfect example of just taking a chance, opening up your mind and falling in love with something. And I can't wait for more, to be honest. It's been an awesome journey so far. We're only getting started, but I promise you there's much more to come. I will get to them as soon as I can. The YouTube thing for me is kind of a side fun thing. Obviously, I have full-time work and stuff that I have to fit it all around. So be patient. I promise I will get there. Until the next one, please be safe. Be nice to each other and have a damn good day.